Good morning. I hope you're well. It's Jax to Cultivate Your Power. Today I want to talk about cultivating the power of your conscientiousness and how you're influencing your environment. Because I believe that we all have an influence on our environment. And, a lot of the reasons that, or a lot of what is coming back to us is really a reflection of what we're putting out there. So, understanding that reality is kind of like a mirror, and we're manifesting our experiences based on the level of mind that we're looking at our reality through. Take for example, right? Let's say you're at the park, right? And there's a big dog running at you, and you're just thinking, "Oh wow, shoot, this dog is gonna attack me," right? You're gonna be filled with cortisol and adrenaline. You're gonna be fight or flight. But in the inverse, in the other scenario, right? This dog could be maybe your friend's dog that just recognized you across the field and that came over to gives you some hugs and kisses, right? And then having known that with your perception, it's going to create a different physical reaction in your body. And that physical energy that you're carrying around in your body is being emanated out to other people. So it's just like when you can sense someone's energy that they're coming from, and you can sense their vibe, you can pick up on it. Maybe you just have an intuition. Maybe, and you might be wrong with your intuition. You might be correct. We're not gonna go into that for this video. This video is just doing sort of an audit and a self-reflection, looking at yourself. And I guess I've come to this idea through influences like Power versus Force. I think some teachings by Eckhart, and also just the practice of reviewing my old videos and seeing sort of what energy I was coming at things through. And a lot of the times, if I'm coming at things from a negative place, it's gonna be it's just known as state transference. It's giving that sort of that energy out, and it goes beyond just the energy, right? Like it's the words that you're saying as well. Because another example, right? If I tell you don't think about a pink elephant, well, you literally had no choice but to think about a pink elephant, because boom, it's literally right there. So understanding that, and the privilege of thank you for allowing me to thank you for actually sitting in front of this video, watching me, choosing to do that because you're allowing me to influence you. And in the same way, we need to be conscious of the influences around us that are influencing our thinking and our responses, right? So when I said don't think about a pink elephant, you were forced to think about a pink elephant. So in a way, a lot of people, they could just be having a conversation with them, and then they might mention something really, not so good, that's influencing you on a negative way, or and kind of having sort of a respect for your own mind. And you can always just see that and create the separation. If someone says something you don't agree with, you do have the ability to disagree, right? You do have that ability. But while you're disagreeing, it's also creating these physical feelings in your body, right? And those are the things that are being given back out to that person you're disagreeing with. For example, some people might be religious and some people might not be. And I noticed that there's a lot of division among religion and, sort of the boxes that it puts people in, as far as, happily disagreeing and not happily disagreeing. So understanding that, and understanding how you're physically responding, your emotional response, because you don't say, I think happy, I think sad. No, you say, I feel sad or I feel happy, right? And when it comes to disagreeing with people, it might be, I feel like this person's an idiot. And whoa, you might be sending out the wrong energy, because just in the same way that that dog was running at you, based on your perception of what the situation at hand was, is going to, in a way, determine your response. So, understanding that is, you have to control your perception. You have to also, if you can't control your perception, you might think, hey, that person is a total idiot and I totally disagree with them. You might think that. But you still have the ability to control your physical state and either allow that thing to hurt you and get under your skin and ruin your whole day, or you might have the you know the you should be taking responsibility for your physical state, and choosing to respond to that person still with some love, right? Say, hey, I totally disagree, but you're free to believe what you believe, you know, and that's just an example, right? Um, and that's in the dimensions of disagreeing with people, and but I want to expand this to more of just going about your life and in sort of every single moment, when, because like there's been times, right, like there's been periods of like a week or like a few days or maybe like a month where I'm really conscious and thinking about, wow, my actions in this very moment, in this very second, are influencing people around me, and I want to be putting a positive drop in the ocean so the ripple effect can keep expanding and expanding and expanding. It's just like, you never know how much one kind deed could do for like one person and also the world, because in a way, right, you're influencing one person, and then that person is going to go around with their positive or their negative attitude, and then that keeps spreading over to people. So I think it's a good idea to just have a little bit more awareness, um, maybe even awareness of how your environment is affecting you and affecting your feelings, and also being able to regulate your state, go back into homeostasis, and then also understanding that your state is affecting the people around you, and the sort of beliefs that you have in your mind, because I said it's like goes beyond just the feeling, right? There's also feelings associated with certain beliefs, right? If I were to say something, I'm not gonna even try to think of an example, right? But if I were to say something crazy, and I don't know, something that's not in harmony with the good for everybody, um, but it's negative, right? I'm putting out negative beliefs or perspectives on the world. I'm saying, okay, an example, right? It's like, oh, all dogs are gonna hurt you, man. All dogs are violent. And basically, you watching this video, you either have the ability to decide, am I gonna believe this guy? Am I gonna trust what he has to say about dogs? Or am I able to have the insight that he likely just has his own trauma or something with dogs? Which I don't have trauma with dogs. I'm simply making an example. But you can sort of see how the beliefs that you're putting out and about the world are just actually manifestations of how you're feeling about the world. The world is the world. And it's our eyes that overlay what we think about it, and then creates a feeling in our body. And then that feeling in our body creates thoughts. And then we put those thoughts out there. So it's kind of understanding how to stop the cyclical downward spiral into the abyss, and getting it to be an upward spiral. You know what I'm saying? So, this video's 10 minutes. I'm going to end this here now. But I've got some more videos coming on the way. I greatly hope you enjoyed today's video. And I greatly hope that you're taking this with you and understanding your impact of sort of the feelings that you're putting out into your environment, the way that you're responding to people, the way that you're treating people, and having compassion for people really allows you to, oh hey, maybe this guy is being a jerk, but guess what? I know a time that I've been a jerk and I couldn't handle what I was going through, and I just recognize that this person here needs some love. This person needs some kindness right now. And then, maybe reflecting on past experiences where, it'll really nail it home when you reflect on past experiences where, wow, I remember when I was angry and someone was nice to me, and how profoundly it transformed my day. Or, an instance where you were really nice to someone that was really rude, and, maybe they came back to you 3 weeks later, or, a year later, 4 years later, saying, wow, you really transformed me. Like, thank you. And they start breaking down with tears and crying to you about how you transformed them. So, never underestimate the energy you're putting out there and how your influence, or how you are influencing other people. So, greatly hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.